Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I am an intuitive card reader and an empath as well, and I am here this evening to do a 5-card spread for the sign of Aries for the mid-month July reading of 2016. And uh, um, this is a general reading. I'd like to point out that it may or may not resonate with you on a personal level. If you wanted a personalized reading because you like this one, then that you would require a private reading. I do offer and provide private readings, and all the information can be found below this video window, and it explains how private readings work with the Bay of Funday. So you can just shoot me off an email if you'd like to schedule some time in with that. I'd also like to take a moment to say thank you to all your views, new arrivals, and return visitors as well. Gratitude is being felt for your interest in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and I appreciate each and every like, each and every view, each and every share, and just even plain visits straight through. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please feel free to do so. Also, if you liked the video and you found that it resonated with you, make sure and come back and leave some comments in the comment section below, because I like to hear the end of the story. So what I've done is the 5-card spread of the Oceanic Tarot deck. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is the Oceanic Tarot deck for the Bay of Fundy channel, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And I pull one significator card at the end of the reading. There's the back, and it comes from the deck of tarot. Okay, so now that we have all this information set to the side, let's begin your reading. Your first placement, your card falls in the placement of the overall energy of the reading. The second card is your finances and wealth and anything to do with wealth. And the third card is about your love and relationships and everything that's close to your heart. Your fourth card is all about your challenges for mid-month of July. And the last card falls in the place of message from spirit. And then we read the significator at the end. So let's begin. So the first card that lands in your overall energy position is the Knight of Pentacles, and he's all about loyalty. Pentacles also represent anything of value, fortune, fame, wealth, all that good stuff. Okay, so here he is. He's the Knight. Loyalty. Okay, Aries. The Knight is slow and steady. He plans his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he is loyal and trustworthy. He is always taken very seriously. He often shows up in readings that show good business dealings. He is also associated with a good home. This is the right time for serious decisions for your future. The advice of the card is to work hard, and you know, your work may become unexciting as far as you're concerned, but it'll bring great reward. So the more mundane the card is saying, the more exciting it can become for you in the overall picture. Um, things could get slow, boring, tedious, but it'll bring great rewards. Keywords are order, planning, trust, work, property, progress, perseverance. That's your overall energy. Excuse me while I kind of bundle back up in my shawl here. We had a blistering day today. I couldn't breathe. It was so hot. It was just miserable. I'm knocking a tree down on my head here. And it's quite late here right now. And the air is chilled off enough that I can't decide how to dress. I think I've got this on all backwards. And catching a chill. Doors and windows are not going to be closed because before we know it, old man winter's going to be coming on us again. We like to leave the doors and windows open 24/7. Okay, so, alright, so that was your first card. So now we're going to get into your card of wealth and finances, anything that at the end of the day results in money and finances for you. Okay, so what I pulled was the Lovers, and it's about choices. Yeah, it sounds a little strange because the position it fell in, but hold on. Okay, and there's the Lovers right there. This card, by the way, has shown up in my last 4 or 5 readings, I think it's been, and it's getting a little redundant. I almost didn't do this spread. I almost decided to wait until tomorrow and do it, but I had it out, and you don't tempt fate, and you don't tempt the cards. That's for sure. So I said I have to do this reading. I didn't like some of what I saw, but let's plan along here, and let's see what happens. You've reached a turning point. Okay, a decision must be made. There needs to be investment for your future, your home, and your job, and in reflection to your relationships as well, to your bonds that you've made with other people and your commitments. And some of you may choose to walk away. Singles, this is a new time for love. The advice is to make your choices based on facts and look at the bigger picture and wait for the right time to react. Don't become distracted by a flirt. The keywords are love and commitment, future plans, maturity, emotion, and spiritual awakening and dedication. So, what we have here, and this is in the real world, and this is how things come about. That money can improve all areas of your life. It really can make the going a little easier. If you're in a relationship and you've been struggling financially on both sides of that, this is about to change. Okay? Excuse me. There's going to be a turning point in your life that is going to could possibly change your future. If you play your cards right, no pun intended, if you move forward and you make sound decisions, there's a change coming up for some of you, Aries. I'm showing here as well that some of you are going to choose to walk away from the bonds that you have. For some of you, it's bonds that tie you, not in a good way, but you're going to finally wake up and you're going to smell the coffee kind of thing. You're going to walk away and you want to start over, and you're going to let the chips fall where they may. You're going to, as they say, cut and take your losses, and for some reason, you're being pulled away. You no longer have any invested interest in some of the relationships that you're in right now, and that goes for your romantic relationships as well. Some of you may feel that financially in a relationship, when it comes to marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend, fiancés, this kind of thing, you're going to feel, excuse me, that one person was giving a lot more than the other, which was you. You're going to feel, I've had enough, and the proof is in the pudding, and the proof is in the actions, and not the beautiful words that they think that I want to hear. I'm being used. I'm sorry to bring that out for you, Aries, but somebody out there is using you financially for their own benefit. There's nothing in it for you. It's all about them. And you're going to wake up and you're going to see that. You're going to be quite devastated and heartbroken for some of you. And others of you will say, you know what? I got a big heart and I could love a lot of people in my lifetime. I don't care. I'll get over the wounds. I'll lick my wounds for a little while. And I know myself, and I've been around on this planet long enough to know that I will move on. And there'll be somebody else in my future. And every person that I meet and allow into my heart is better than the last one. So eventually I have to hit 100% here. I need to be batting 100%, and it will come to me eventually. Very sorry to tell you that, Aries. The advice of this card is for you to make a choice based on the bigger picture in life. Don't get distracted by any flirts. love, commitment, future plans, maturity, emotion, separation, and dedication. So the card is telling you right there, because we all need money to survive and get by, but we can't afford. I don't care who you are, how wealthy you are, how poor you are, how well you do, how well you don't do. We cannot afford to risk our financial stability and security when it's obvious what's going on in front of us. Because if we sit back and don't do anything about that, and we don't acknowledge that, then guess what's going to happen? It's going to come at you at 150%, and there's no room for poor me, because you knew about this and you knew it was coming. Get your feelers up. Get your head up. Wake up. Snap out of it. Don't allow yourself to be used this way. You dust your boots off and you keep on going. Okay. So the third card in the position of love and romance is the King of Cups. And this card represents understanding. If this king has integrity, honor, sensitivity, he is devoted to his friends, family, career. He is loyal for life. Sometimes he may seem distant. He may feel everything deeply, but he doesn't show it. This is the U card in the reading. Why am I not surprised by this? The king indicates balance and empathy with others, and he deals with others with fairness, and he is the ideal mate partner. The advice of this card is to follow your emotions. No need to explain your feelings to anybody. But trust that you are right. Key words are fairness, empathy, loyalty, home, sensitivity. And this is you. And as you're here, what I said, that you're all about integrity and humor, sensitivity, and devoted to your friends and your family. And what's really poignant here is how you, Aries, and I do know a couple of Aries that come to mind, and yes, they are this way. They don't show their emotions. They're really good at doing the poker face. And what's going on is being felt very deeply. But damn, they won't show their emotions on their face or wear their heart on their sleeves, because they're not like that. They're very proud people. Aries are very proud and they're very successful people. As in the previous card, when it came to finances, financially they do quite well for the most part. Of course, you do the balance of life, or some don't do so well. The ones that are in my mind right now do quite well. Um, they won't let themselves be taken by other people. They won't be made fools of. Um, they're very, very fair. There's something about there's something about Aries that even if people do them wrong, they still have a sense of fairness in there. They see people for their flaws. They accept the flaws and the mistakes that people can make, because they've made them themselves. That's why this U card is you, Aries, and you are full of empathy. That's why somebody can wrong you, maybe indirectly and maybe directly, and maybe they were misled, and maybe they did it for all the wrong reasons. But you have empathy, which means you kind of put yourself in their shoes and go, well, if that was me back then, and if I did that, why would I do that? And you open your heart and your mind to understand where the method behind that madness was, what drove that person to do that. But you realize nobody meant to hurt you. It had nothing to do with you. There was nothing personal, but you got in the line of fire after the fact. And you're very empathetic, as I've said 3 times now. Not to say, there's a reason for that. If I say something more than once, there's a reason. There's a nudging. There's a push going on. for you to get it, to really, really get it. You're a very, very, very strong person, a very fair person, a very successful person. And you do tend to forgive, but you'll never forget. There's the thing with that. As in all relationships, when it falls into the love and relationship sector, that's what it's all about. It's about people and the effect they've had on you and the effect that you've had on them. It's all about that. Okay. So the fourth card falls into your place of challenges for the mid-month reading for July, Aries. And I have pulled the King of Wands. He's all about practicality. Okay? This is a man of action. He's engaging and inspiring and usually a leader. And his feelings always show quite opposite from the previous card. Excuse me. Travel is important and connected to many people. That is what's going to go on here. And this is, again, we've got two U cards back to back. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So you really need to follow this, okay? Travel will become important to you. You will be connected to many people. This card indicates that you should expect to find practical solutions to practical problems. The advice is to explore your passion and look for unconventional people and unconventional places. I had this card earlier, about two readings back, two signs back. The keywords are energy, creativity, power, passion, wisdom, freedom, and openness. This is your challenges. You're going to have some challenges already because you're going to be meeting some people that are quite different from you. I feel to tell some of you that. This is a first in a lifetime thing. People from different backgrounds, different countries, different parts of the world you're going to be encountering. You've never met any people like this before in your life. This is all new to you. As you get to know them even a little bit, your empathy comes forward, and it helps you to understand the basis of these people. It's almost like you become their second skin. Therefore, they're going to be drawn to you because of your empathy and how you're willing to understand and keep an open mind about them. They're going to play a poignant part in your life down the road. It's not apparent here right now in the cards, but I feel to tell you that to always keep an eye and an ear up and about when these people are around, because this is going to come back down the road and it will come back as a benefit for you. Your empathy takes you a long way in your life, Aries. Your challenges are to stick with it and keep your mind open as you normally would. These are unconventional people, and you may go on a trip and discover them, which brings you into unconventional places, things that are not normally part of you, not even normally. These are things that you never occurred to you that you would have to travel to this place, probably for business. And if you go for business, you're very busy, business oriented, and you don't leave any wiggle room for anything outside of that. But in this case, you certainly will. Okay? For some of you, it could be a trip to Africa, and you'll get to sit in on some African entertainment, some dancing and music, song and food. And you're going to allow yourself to slide into that slot. You're going to put down the briefcase, put down the pen, shut the laptop, and say, I need to live a little. These people are going to show you how. That's a nudge for some of you. Okay. The last position of the Oceanic Tarot is the message from Spirit. I drew the Knight of Wands for you. It represents activity. There you go. There's the travel. Okay. Full of activity, Aries. The advice is choose what will benefit you best from work and your intentions. Remember to stay grounded. That's very vital here. You will make great steps in success, and a lot of it's going to do with up here. That's why. because your empathy and your open-mindedness, your patience is going to come to the forefront. I feel to tell some of you Aries, and you'll know it too. You'll be saying, boys, if I just hold on, you'll be saying this in your head, I'm going to be a little more patient here. I'm just going to sit back and quietly observe. And that's going to be a big payoff for you. It's going to be bells, ding, 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 going off. And you're going to know that you're in the right place at the right time, in the right frame of mind. This is going to pay off for you big time. Big time. Keywords are energy, movement, passion, focus, balance, communication, and relationships. Spirit says it's all good. It's all good for you, Aries. So what do you think about that? Some real interesting stuff here. There's a kaleidoscope of stuff. A melting pot of things going on. Towards mid-July, even into August, is what I'm seeing here. You need to tune back in for the August reading to find out, because I have a feeling there's going to be more of this, and it's just going to continue on with this story here. There's going to be more of it in August. Good messages from Spirit. The last card that I pulled for you. I wasn't happy when I seen it. It's the Tower. Okay. Let me get my book. And let me wet my whistle. It's very, very late here. You don't live alone, and you have a lot of pets and other humans around. It's real hard to get quiet time. I have to wait for the house to shut down for the night before I do the readings. So they tend to do go on. Okay. It came up upright. This is not the best card. Doesn't matter if it's upright or reversed, really. It represents unexpected events, a temporary loss of stability. It can also mean catastrophic and irreversible change on almost every conceivable level. Anytime negative karma comes at us, and there are some bumps in the road in the general oceanic reading for you, in order to make room for the really, really great things in life, the good stuff, we think we have it good, and we feel quite satisfied with where we're at. And sometimes you have to fall down unexpectedly, take a trip, and you're shocked, and you're stunned, and you're floored, and you're like, why did I fall? What happened? Who pushed me? Somebody had to push me. It's all metaphoric. Some changes can be irreversible. You may end up with some scars on your hands and knees, metaphoric. And things can change on almost every conceivable level. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be bad change at all. You may feel a temporary loss of stability because your world's been shaken up a little bit, something you're not familiar with and you weren't expecting, you didn't see it coming. So, of course, your first initial reaction is going to be like complete panic, because all of a sudden the game plan has been changed and nobody gave you the memo. That's how you're going to feel. Nobody gave me the memo on this. Why am I being blindsided? You're going to find your feet again, because that's what you're all about, Aries. You've been through this stuff before, and nothing's going to hold you back now. It didn't hold you back then, and it's not going to hold you back now. There's the bottom line with that, and that's a good thing. You will survive any bumps. Some things, like I said, will feel catastrophic because you didn't see them coming, and because you weren't expecting things. You just thought everything was hunky-dory. and really moving along at quite a nice pace, and you're feeling secure, and you're feeling sure of yourself. Here's a little thing. Do you know what? Sometimes we have to step outside of our comfort zone. Sometimes we have to help other people. Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. And if your gut's telling you to do that, you need to listen to the cards. You need to listen to what they're saying. All right? You're lucky that you're watching this reading. And I'll tell you why. Because if you hadn't watched this, you wouldn't have any indication that something's up and something's coming towards you. But you know what? It's like the story of Job. We'll just touch on Job for a minute here. You know, he trusted in God and his God, and there was a lot of faith there. Almost like, I like to use a metaphor like a puppy. You know, our pets, when they're babies, they trust us implicitly. Everything is laid there. And for you, that's basically the story right there. Is a blind trust. And you know what? You have every right to be that way because it didn't start out that way, because you worked very hard for everything you have. But when the cards are saying, pay attention, because this is what's coming, sometimes you have to make a balance. You have to go out into the world. You don't do it for the wrong reasons. Don't go out and say, well, I'm going to go out there, and I've got this bucket list, or I have this list of righting the wrongs, and I'm going to go down them, and I'm going to straighten them out, and then when I get down the bottom of the list, everybody and everything will be taken care of, and then karma's going to bring me what I want. But you can't do that. You can't. You can't. Because that's not how karma works. That's not what it's all about. And the cards do show that. The cards show that when the time is right, and when it's your time, and when your destiny pulls everything up in sync, and you're going to find yourself at a sync for a little bit. That's not a bad thing. That can be a good thing. Always be genuine. Be straight from your heart. No matter how many times you get pushed down, you're going to get back up. Because Aries, that's what you're all about. You're all about resilience. You're all about, even if you become the underdog, you're not down for long. You're strong. You're resilient. You're a force to be reckoned with. When you come back after being knocked down, oh man, are you a force to be reckoned with. You really, really, truly are. And people had best get the heck out of your way. You're really going to be an intimidating force of energy. And this is the thing. For anybody trying to hold you back, Aries, for people that are wishing you ill and bad fortune, here's what happens with Aries. When they fall down and they come back up again, they come back up stronger than they were before it all happened. So in the eyes of your haters, haters are going to hate. That's really going to piss them off. Thinking you should have never bounced back from that. It should have broke you. And there you stand in all your glory. It's funny. And you are the underdog. Everybody's like, they're cheering for you. Because not only did you bounce back, you ended up in even a better, higher position in the scheme of things and in the scheme of life. And it's a real feel-good moment, and you know it. Oh, don't you know it? You really do. You're aware of it. And you're not shy or bashful about standing tall and strong. And you won't dare others to take you on, but your attitude's going to be like, let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Oh, how you doing? This is a good reading. There is going to be some severe bumps in the road, but you can't lose faith now. You never did before. Why would you now? That's what you have to keep in mind. Never mind you feel tired. I'm hearing that, but I feel so tired. I'm so tired of doing it. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so tired. And I'm not making fun, because I know how that feels. Oh, heck. Hell. Damn it. Gosh dang it. We get tired. We get tired of starting over. But with lessons learned, we may be impoverished on many different levels. But the lessons we've learned along the way have enriched us, and in some ways we're more rich in knowledge than we are than the millionaire living next door who hasn't got a clue. Still, waters run real deep. Some people are only running a puddle, okay? Others are running a river. That's you, Aries. You're running a river of knowledge. And your waters run very, very, very deep. And people don't see that. They think your waters are still, but they're not. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of flow and a lot of productive energy, and nothing's going to hold you down. Well, this has turned into a 30-minute reading, 31. I'm going to stop it for now. Come back for your August readings, or the monthly August readings, because this is going to continue on. There's going to be new things for you coming up. The cards are going to be showing you some new things that you're completely unaware of right now in this moment, Aries. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Like I said, if you'd like to personalize this, I do offer private readings. You can get a hold of me. The rest of you, thank you very, very much for stopping by and supporting Fundy Fortunes. It means an awful lot to me. I appreciate it, and I'm very grateful. And my heart is full of gratitude. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I thank you all very much. Thank you very much, Aries, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you hopefully back here again in August. Good night.